Okay, good morning, good afternoon from wherever you're calling today. A huge thank you for joining us on this dental webinar, looking at haptic and virtual reality simulation in dental education. Now we've got a fantastic lineup with us today, but we've also got a huge mix of guests. I know we've got some people with us who are just interested in simulation and how it can help given all the implications from coronavirus and everything else. What we do and why we do it better than I do. We train students using a lot of real patients, extracted teeth, or plastic teeth which are put into phantom heads. And with that, a traditional curriculum, we teach the students the theory. Sometimes in their first year they get no practical at all. And then generally they move on to phantom heads using the plastic or extracted teeth. And then finally we let them loose in our patient clinics to practice on patients, obviously under guidance. Now, some of the challenges you might be facing as a university trying to teach dentistry today is that we don't want to put patients at risk too early within students' training, that the consumables become expensive, and to actually attract the students to our universities, the students expect modern curriculums nowadays. Where this idea came from and some additional challenges at the moment by going back to teaching after various lockdowns. You can see I'm doing this webinar, maintaining social distance and setting up an environment that's safe for everybody and that we can clean and disinfect each time. So now we're going to do some introductions to show you everyone we've got on board. And after the introductions, we'll hand it over to you and you'll be able to join in through Mentimeter. So if you're watching through the website, there's a code on the right hand side. You can tap that in and then you'll be able to answer questions as we go along, and you'll be able to ask us questions as well. So our first guest is simulation. And Arno, can you hear us? Are you there? Is Skype technology working okay? Let me get you up on the screen. There we go. We've got Skype. I can see you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm available. Fine.
Fab. Well, now your volume's through the webinar as well. So I'll pass over to you for an introduction to yourself and HRV.
Okay, we started HRV in 2013 and we have been working now for 7 years on Virteasy Dental. We really think that we reach a point where the technology is mature enough to be deployed massively in universities in order to help dentistry education. It includes assistant that allows to follow students' progression through the simulation. Therefore, we are able to learning in preclinical first, but not only because in the steps after we cover all the different practices and until implement pedagogical tool, we will hold the software tools necessary to assess to all the new features, accelerate and really the Virteasy expert, and he will give you a very close to perform a virtual surgery on a virtual patient.
There as well. For those of you who are joining us just out of interest for haptics and VR, a quick introduction for myself. If you're a client of Virteasy, you know me already. I hold two roles really within the business for HRV. I'm product owner for Virteasy Dental, which means I prioritize the development for what we're working on, which is why it's really important for me to understand what your demos, the introductions, and often the installations and the support for the system as well. And we've got two guests with us today who I know personally really well and I'm really good friends with, and they've already got Virteasy Dental. And they're in a bit of trouble with whether we can get connected for this. Otherwise, he'll be joining us a little bit later on in the webinar as soon as we sort out any issue. So it looks like we might have an issue with the connection for this morning. It's based in Uzbekistan. They were an early customer of Virteasy, and they've been hosting international dental competitions every year with the simulators as well. So, as well as Tashkent State Institute, we've got with us the team from ADEMA. So, hi guys, you're now up on the screen.
How are you?
Hi.
I'm good, thank you. Thank you for joining us. And I guess over to you for just a quick introduction of yourselves and ADEMA.
Okay.
Okay, we are a young dentistry school in Mallorca Island. We are developing the dentistry degree. Yeah, we are in the third course. Some time ago is for the preclinic.
Second webinar in Virteasy system. Thank you, James, for all your attentions. We try to explain to you how we function in our.
And the response I got from the first has been also to talk a little bit less this time so we can give more to our guests. But over to you as a participant. If you want to participate throughout the webinar on the Virteasy website, and if you're watching live from YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, you can go to menti.com and type in the same code. That's 872100. And then when you do, you'll be given a few questions, and one of the first ones is just a starter. What country are you joining from? So I can see a few responses already. The live stream's about 10-20 seconds behind, so we will give a short pause for anyone to fill in any questions. But it looks like we've already got some responses. I can see we've got huge participants from India today, a lot project in King's College London. I see we've got Uzbekistan, a few people from there who must know Tashkent as well. Okay, fantastic. So we're going to move that along, but you can join and ask and answer the questions as we're going as well. Of who we have with us today, to let us know, do you have haptic and virtual simulators already? And if so, how many? And for the next 5 minutes or so, let's get back up on the way to keep nice and short. And we'll be going over just what is haptics for the people that are new to this, that are joining in. The whole Virteasy connected classroom works. And then we've got some presentations from Diego and the team at ADEMA, Tashkent, and finally, if we have time, a demo of Virteasy working live as well. So to get us started, what is haptics? So haptics is essentially something that allows you to feel something virtually as if it was real. You can see a prototype on there, top right. When we touch something within the simulation, we get a force feedback on the arm, and that allows us to recreate the feeling as if it was actually happening. So we can do that, and we can change the forces. So progress within dentistry is very much which started in the 50s. The visuals get better and more immersive. Now this becomes standardized. We then start to see qualifications coming in, and all new pilots will go through some sort of simulation to get qualified, and they do practice sessions on it as continual professional development as well. So that's the way we're heading with dentistry, and that's the way that medical surgery has gone already. But in dentistry, we really start to see it appear much later. 2007, generation of simulators. So Virteasy, for example, have haptics that work for implantology and immersive scenes, which give us this virtual reality to combine the two. So the question is, where are we in terms of qualifications? Now that already happens in surgery fields. So fundamental surgery does that, for instance, and they've just got accredited. In September, we're launching our first module that will be in the first steps towards this, of allowing you to get training and validated feedback from a simulator. Now, Virteasy is a high-fidelity simulated operation, one while you're drilling and one for indirect vision. You've got height-adjustable simulators, so they're ergonomic for all students. They're co-localized, which means your hand underneath the screen is in the same position as it, which is optional, but you can use it on the bottom screen. And again, the haptics are powerful enough for implantology, and they're off the shelf, so they can be replaced if need be in the future as well. No issues about that. So lastly, just a few things that are unique to Virteasy. We have, like I say, the virtual reality and the virtual patient. We have the most powerful exercise called dentine. You can add in the caries. Over the last couple of years, we rebuilt the simulator and did it on a custom builder Linux that's custom designed to work with Virteasy. So there's no need to load up Windows and then go to the simulation. Everything just works. And lastly, we collaborate. We're quite open, and we work with a number of businesses like Dental Corona you see there, or Salute 210 Health for information management. And we're more than happy to work with other companies that you have hardware from. We've had this since 2018, and you have a teacher PC and a server. And on this, you have software to create new exercises, like we said, from intra-oral scans, patient CTs, but also from a free library of micro CT scan everything on there as well. So we've got Virteasy assisting between teacher, student, and grade. This has been a huge piece for us the last couple of years, and I've been really proud myself to see the team really develop this and be able to give them the pointers as to what the universities want from it. So this is what integrated curriculum looks like in most of our universities. In the first year, they use the simulators alongside theory, go to phantom heads, and then back to the simulator to practice, and then going ahead to treat patients. So that's a very quick overview of everything about the Virteasy solution. For those of you who are new to us and just being interested, looks like this was our mock-up design, and this is the beautiful classroom that's set up in ADEMA. So I'm going to switch over now to get you guys up on the screen. So this is your classroom behind you, and that up on the screen as well. There we go. I can see everything. Can you still hear me okay? I've not got sound from you at the moment. Let me try to unmute you on Skype.
Okay, can you listen us?
Yes, I can hear you. And I can see myself through your screen share. So hi to James Virtual.
Thank you so much, James.
Okay, we start the presentation sea or vegetable underwater and all paradise. Yeah, we live in a beautiful island and also of a beautiful place. We also have this or city or port, and we are 1,200,000 citizens. We are 4 islands, and here we are, Professor Alomar and Professor Gonzalez. I am. We have 2,500 meters with dental clinics, labs, and classroom. We work like everybody with an analogic system with dental chairs, all the digital flow with the manikeys and with the CBCT scanner, but for the ICT, the competency framework digital world. Yeah. Like say instant learning is experience, everything else is information. And for us it's very important the methodological proposal for us. And for us the experiential learning is one of our brains, our landworks, and create environments and provide workspace is very, very important for our students. Yeah. The objectives for students are that strategies and solve problems in their own personal knowledge construction. Okay. Okay, promotion with different programs in one observational epidemiological study of the oral health, and UNESCO say level because we try to make this disruptive education and also look for new technology for help to us. Like in everything, this say Steve Jobs, and I say that is sure because I think or we think that the haptic simulator is very, very important in the future of the learning of the dentistry degree. Because they try one brand or other brands, some time ago we start to look for the different brands, and for us it's very, very important. The technology, the technical service is very important, the qualitative decision, because we are thinking what, why, how, when, who, release haptic system, quick service is really very important. Look for something for them. We have problem with updates. They work extend with all the teacher also here, and for us there are something is very important. I let to Dr. Alomar to explain to you this part.
Thank you so much, Professor Gonzalez. I introduce myself. I am Dr. Alomar. I'm the Head of Studies of the Faculty of Dentistry at ADEMA. I'm the Vice Dean too. And let me tell you that days of so many changes in the education that is the choice of a good simulation system, and it's well programmed, used within the curriculum of the degree of dentistry, can help improve the preparation of our students. We have the implementation of simulation technology 3D. It expands the possibilities to offering the students certain experiences near to reality. This is very, very important. It has become a basic learning tool through which we achieve. First of all, offer intentional practice opportunities to the students, and second one is projection and transfer of learning to reality. The third is technical improvement, and fourth, acquisition of sense practice. And the last stems from the need to create a dentist with a profile according to the current and real demands of this society. We know we have very changes in our lives. Digital natives are present in our society, and within the framework of dentistry, it has become the center of our teaching project. We want to create professionals that adapt to the new technologies that are at the forefront of technology developments, and that also know how to apply them in the specialties that are included within the dental field. The philosophy of the Dentistry University School ADEMA proposes a regulated training with the use of cutting-edge technology applied to the current needs of patients. Our goal is that the latest generation simulator be implemented in some subjects, both clinical and preclinical, in a progress that gives us a touch of distinction with other dental schools. I try to explain to you our degree is divided in 300 ECTs and divided in 5 years. We have the Module 1, that is basic biomedical science relevant in dentistry. You have the Module 2, Introduction to the Dentistry. Module 3, Medical Surgical Pathology and General Therapeutics. Module 4 is Pathology and Dental Therapeutics. And Module 5, Final Degree, Work and Labor Practices. And Module 6 is Complementary Training in Dentistry. We use the Virteasy system. In the second year, we have the blue subjects you can see. Second year, we have the first one, and dental pathology, and prosthodontics 2, pediatric dentistry 1, and the second 6 months, we have the endodontics 1. And in the second 6 months, we have pediatric dentistry 2, prosthesis 4, and oral surgery. And the last year, the 5th year, we have adult dental clinic 1, child dental clinic, and in the second 6 months, we have adult dental clinic 2 and special patients clinic. Allows the student, this is so important, allows the student to perceive all sensations, both visual and advantage. The use of Virteasy simulator allows the student and the teacher to a detailed control of the entire progression and progress in the different dental subjects. The Virteasy systems tool allows you to customize tools and add different instruments from a different system or commercial houses. All this facilitates the student recognition of the material he will use in his future as training programs prior to the treatments themselves. This allows the student to begin in the perception, contact, and sensations of the same, which generated each time and repeat as many times as desired. Virteasy has an haptic arm that acts as a rotating instrument or surgical motor as we want, as well as allows the possibility of work with indirect vision. It is an important factor is in acidity, allowing the simulator to work both in real patient cases and in cases already installed on the screen in real time. Our work progression and intervention time, our success rate, as well as our intervention in the different planes of the space, axial, sagittal, or coronal. All this in turn associated with a color coding that denotes that the possibility of performing pre-treatments in a simulator enables us and trains us as case of possible in eventualities. This system allows you to customize tools and different instruments from this different system commercial houses. You can see the reel of the screen, the dental drills you can choose. All this facilitates the student recognition of the material he will use in his future professional practice. No more than 10 students, more or less, controlled and advised all the time by one quality teacher willing to answer questions at Virteasy. The school has differentiated from the rest of the Spanish dentistry schools.
Yeah. Okay, I tried to explain also one study that was made around the use of the new and dentistry of dentistry. Both the interviews and the surveys correct all can give of opinion and guide us to the evaluation of the results. For a student in a qualitative interview, they said that they enjoy gaming and learning. They feel new sensation, and also they don't say, but we saw that they smile when they ended to use the simulator. We use 50 technical degree, 500 pre-degree students that come to now our school, and we let to use and try the different to. Our teacher, the teacher that we ask, they find that it's a great tool for learning. Also, and teacher will have to update because no smart people is now a great need a learner curve to prepare their class using simulator. Many of the professionals in advancing the methodology of teaching students, they see many possibilities. Also, many of the comments of these dentists focus on the benefit they would have had on their beginnings of learning if they had this technology at their fingertips. But every people are surprised, and also we made a pool with the people. Some answer some question. Every people around the what level of computer user do you consider that you have? You can see that medium high is the normally. Also, we can find that the level of digital technology in the daily level of knowledge of the CAD/CAM design in dentistry and production of process do you have? Also, here they are a low, medium, long. And for the question, did you know 3D and haptic technology applied to the dentistry before meeting in the ADEMA? Not so much people. Not so much people now. This new technology. Yeah. The more interesting of the pool is if the people feel that is very interesting for the what level of validity for the learning of dentistry do you think that have this 3D technology in your clinical practice? Yeah, every people think that is very high or medium high. No, this is the median of the answer of the people. Yeah. Also, a very interesting answer for this question and the level of the utility do you think this technology has to train before approaching a real case, incorporating to the real case to the 3D simulator and treating the treatment before performing it to the patient. Also, high, medium, but it's very, very high the answer, yeah? And around, if they think it's well that this technology innovation is used for the university school, they are very, very great, yes. Also, like it's very interesting for learning process, yes. And the last one, whether obtain competence to have been able to have this technology during your previous learning process, a great group of people say yes. For this, in summary, this is a fundamental learning and work tool in the faculty. Science, it allows the future dentists to enter the operative field from different perspectives, unlimited times, being able to change in their turn types of treatment and their complexity. This result I finished to end Dr. Alomar to explain.
Okay, thank you so much, Professor Gonzalez again. I want to comment the results of the Faculty of Dentistry. This implementation is being measured and is the result of the evaluation of the different interest groups related to the teaching of the degree of dentistry. Both the interview and the self-discovery can give a high degree of user satisfaction and conviction. That is a tool that can help us. Seems to be a good option to solve that it has with a real practice and the unlimited possibility of practice that involves the use of these 3D simulators with haptic technology. To our presentation.
But no, it's amazing. And I mean, what some of the people might not know that are on the webinar with us is that you guys actually went over to China. You shared with them how you did. The thing I have got is I've seen some questions come through on the Mentimeter. So let me go over and I'll see. The first one just says ready. So, so I'm guessing that's a slightly older one. We can mark that as answered. Next one is, are all universities with Virteasy back to teaching now? So I guess that's in go back to teaching now. So I don't. Can you still hear me okay? So
are you making one question to us? Can you repeat, please? We can listen to you.
Yeah, no worries. One of the questions which came through, I'll show you on my screen if you can see it, was all universities with Virteasy back to teaching now? And I know it came up on our last webinar as well, that after the lockdowns and everything else. So I wasn't sure if you had any words you wanted to share of, I guess, where are you in the process at ADEMA of going back to teaching students again?
We came back the last week to the relax to have the Virteasy because we had the problem that we have closed the clinic, the university clinic, dental clinic. Then the student came to the end of the course and we wish or we hope that in July, August, we come back to the dental clinic with the patients, but by the moment we need use the Virteasy, yeah.
Maybe in 1 month, but the government are changing their opinion all days.
It's the same in like every country we talk to.
Same situation, maybe, James.
That's it. Right, let me go back to the questions and I'll see whether there's something else that you can help us with while you're still there. Where can I try a simulator? Do you have any simulator? And I guess see your...
Wherever you want or wherever you want. You are invited to come to Mallorca.
And I guess one of the things to mention for people then is, because we had originally planned, and we did it last year, was the International Week at ADEMA. Are you doing it again this year?
And it's a very good moment to...
The 4th of October.
Okay, fab. Well, what I'll do then is, for the people that have asked the questions around trying the simulators, I can send them the details for your International Week and put them in contact. Okay, fab. Let's see. I'll mark that as answered and see whether we have any other questions. Okay, and once just said thank you for your presentation. So you've got a thank you from the audience and a thank you from me. And so the next State Dental Institute, which is based in Uzbekistan. And we're going to try to call through to Bekhzod and see if he can get through to us on Skype, okay? But now I'm just going to show you a short video that is an introduction to Virteasy at Tashkent.
Of course, I like this kind of simulators because I can make every kind of preparations in these simulators. And also I like that I can imagine that I'm working dentine and pulp. I can really feel that.
Sometimes before we heard about such program, a simulation program for dentists. So as for me, it's great. I'm very grateful to you and to our department of our institute.
Fab. So that was just Mila and all the others that were there, because they've really taken simulation and they've had it a number of years. And I'm sure Bekhzod, if we can get him on, will tell you more. But they've also hosted a number of international competitions with simulation and other universities. So I'm going to try to get you up on the screen. I can see your video, Bekhzod. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Fab, fantastic. So you should be able to see everything I see through Skype, I hope. I'm going to try to fix your webcam because the resolution's coming through a little bit strange for everybody. But I'll pass over to you if you want to give an introduction to yourself and the institute, and then I'll get up your slides from the presentation. Would you like to give a little introduction? Is the connection okay? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Ah, fab. Well, welcome to the webinar. And would you like to give an introduction just about who you are and the institute as well?
Hello everyone, my name is Bekhzod Yarmukhamedov. I am Vice Director of International Collaboration.
So then up on the screen I've got your presentation. Just tell me at what point you want me to change what slide we're on. Just let me know at what point you want me to move it forward.
You are ready to start? Okay. Dear colleagues and friends, I am glad to see you and our webinar. James and Virteasy company is the work of the Virteasy, and I will tell about you next. In Uzbekistan is independent. Our institute takes first place in the ranking of medical.
with the sound coming through. I don't know whether you want to maybe cut your video on Skype. That might improve the connection for the sound, and then I'll put your voice over the presentation.
Sorry, can you repeat, please?
There's a little bit of disconnect with the sound, and then I'll get your presentation up there. And
our institute prepares dentists and general doctors for all levels of education. Our 3,000 students study in our university. We have with partner universities from Italy, Finland, and Russia. Our clinics has all dental, maxillofacial, and general medicine departments. Student dental clinic, unique department. In this clinic, students test for 5 years. At each course, we use the most modern teaching technologies. We did not have simulators for training in preclinical practice. Thanks for our rector, Professor Rizaev, we buy simulators. But we choose simulators for a long time. They were offers from cool brands and little now companies. We have studied all offers. This was Virteasy simulators. Virteasy is used by several of our partner universities abroad. They trust the simulators. A convenient interface, each of use the present. Next slide, please. With difficulties. Over 1 year, we independently educated trainers and volunteers. At the period, our big victory, we begin to conduct competitions at more modern level. The first competition from 4 countries. It was attended by our 120 students from 11 countries. Simulator showed all high simulator in CIS countries. We were able to show the capabilities of our simulators in the CIS countries. Important conclusions. After training on Virteasy simulators, students confidently work with patients. We have accurate method of assessing students' knowledge than simulators. Virteasy allow eliminating errors made by the presence of the human factor. We have passed international accreditation. Assessment of practical skills on Virteasy simulators received the most positive reviews from international experts. And I hope that with the development and future improvement of simulators.
Myself, for the installation I'm doing with the competitions as well, is something that's really inspired some of our other universities that have even had Virteasy longer, but never considered the possibility that simulation could be used to give a standardized competition amongst completely different universities as well. So a huge congratulations for getting that off the ground.
Thank you.
Fab. So what we're doing now is I'm going to go to the Mentimeter and see whether anyone's put any more questions in. And then we've got just, I think, 1 or 2 more slides afterwards. And then we'll hand over to any last question. Do you sell to Indian market? The answer is we do sell to India. And we've got a number of distributors available, but we don't yet have any simulators deployed in the country. So if you happen to purchase Virteasy, you'll be the first university in the country, -simulation.com, that one. And this must have been, this was a question we got asked last time as well, actually. The mirror's built on a tracking device. There's a sensor within the simulator, and that tracks your position. So it's different to the haptics, and it's very accurate in terms of your position when you touch soft tissue, for instance. But that's why we chose that, was for the precision, and that's how it works. So now we're talking about the future of simulation and the future of Virteasy. I thought I'd share with you one of the projects we've been working on for the last few months, actually, because we very fortunately received a grant and some investment from the Unreal Engine. And also amazing is we've got the first prototype for the visuals, and we're working on bringing the haptics to it now. But when this is available, it means that all of our clients that have Virteasy today will be able to upgrade them free of charge and be able to bring it to the Unreal Engine. And what that means is that there'll be better lighting, graphics, you have shadows, the perception of depth works. So let me bring that up for you. So there we go, that's what we're looking at for the future of our project with Epic Games, and it's saying that we're providing me with feedback as to what we should around the world. So that's it for joining us today, and a huge thank you as well to all of the universities, some of which are actually with us today, but a huge thank you to those of you who start up business, but we're spread pretty much across the world now in 15 slightly more countries today. All the way from Chile in South America, all the way to China, and then throughout Europe as well, and in Russia recently. So it means a lot to us that you've believed in us, and we hope that with all the updates we provide, we're able to make it better as time goes on and improve how you teach to your students and what you provide them as well. So I've got a slide of any questions, but I think we might have covered everything already on the Mentimeter. I'll get it up and have a quick look in case I've missed something. But it looks like we're okay. So there's a few messages on there just saying thank us time to end the webinar very shortly. So here's back to the Mentimeter just to show you some of the countries which have joined us today. Uzbekistan, a large amount from Canada, where I'm based from today. We've not had anyone who just has one simulator, but we've got a number of universities which have a classroom of multiples, useful for you. And again, the final part. And if you want to talk to me straight after the webinar, I'll put it up on the screen. There's a link there, virteasy.com/Skype, and that will bring you through to a chat on Skype. And it looks like